If you're considering moving to Overland Park, Kansas, this video might either confirm everything you're hoping for or save you from making the wrong move. Today, I'm breaking down the real pros and cons of living in Overland Park. Not the brochure version and not the Google search version, but what day-to-day life actually feels like here. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kendal. I'm a Kansas City-based real estate agent, and I make videos like this to help people understand neighborhoods before they pack up their life and move. And just a heads up, this is not a hype video, and it's not a don't move here video either. So Overland Park is a great place to live for the right person. So let's talk about who it's great for and who might want to keep looking. But before we get too far, if you like the honest breakdowns of Kansas City area neighborhoods, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos. I've already covered other suburbs, and I'm continuing this series so you can actually compare places instead of just guessing. So let's get into it. One of the biggest reasons people choose Overland Park is the school systems. And I want to stay on that for a minute because schools don't just matter if you currently have kids. They matter for resale, for long-term value, and overall demand. So Overland Park is known for strong districts like Blue Valley, Shawnee Mission, and that reputation brings consistent buyer interest into this area. So what that means in real life is this. Even in slower markets, homes in good school districts tend to get more showings. And even if you don't plan on staying forever, buying in a strong school district gives you more flexibility later. I see buyers all the time who don't have kids yet, but still prioritize Overland Park because they're thinking long term. So if schools are important to you now or might be important later, this is a major plus. Number 2, we'll talk location. So another huge pro of Overland Park is how easy it is to get around. You're close to Kansas City, but you're not living in the middle of downtown. You can get to work hubs, shopping, restaurants, and entertainment without feeling like every drive is a commitment. You know what I mean by that. And that convenience affects your daily stress more than people realize. When buyers move here from more spread out areas, one of the first things they say is, I didn't realize how much time I was spending in my car before. Overland Park is laid out in a way that makes everyday life feel efficient, and that's a really underrated benefit. Number 3, how about variety of neighborhoods and homes? One thing I really like about Overland Park is the variety. This is not a one style, one price point city. You'll find older, established neighborhoods with mature trees. You'll find newer developments with modern layouts. You'll find townhomes, maintenance-provided communities, traditional single-family homes, and higher-end properties. And that variety means people can stay in Overland Park through different phases of life. I see first-time buyers start here, move up within the city, and sometimes even downsize later. That flexibility keeps people rooted in this area. Number 4, parks, trails, and green space. Overland Park does a really good job with parks and green space. And I don't just mean one big park that you can occasionally go to. There are trails, walking paths, playgrounds, and green space built into the neighborhoods. That makes it easier to actually use them. You don't have to plan a whole outing just to go for a walk. And that's important if you value being outside but still want suburban convenience. For a lot of people, this adds to overall quality of life more than they actually expected. Number 5, everyday amenities and infrastructure. So Overland Park is very convenient when it comes to everyday needs. Grocery stores, gyms, medical offices, shopping centers, restaurants, everything is close. And that matters when life gets super busy. You spend less time running errands and more time doing what you actually want to do. The city infrastructure is solid and services are easy to access. And for a lot of families and professionals, that reliability is a huge reason they stay. I'm going to pause for a second after those pros. If this breakdown has been helpful so far, make sure you're subscribed because the cons do matter just as much as the pros, and that's where we're going next. So, number 1, cost of living. The biggest con for many buyers is cost. Overland Park is not the most affordable suburb in the metro. Home prices are higher than some surrounding areas, and depending on the neighborhood, taxes and insurance can also be higher. So you're paying for schools, location, and amenities. For many people, that trade-off is worth it, but it's important to be realistic about what fits your budget long term. I'll always tell buyers it's better to be comfortable than stretched. Number 2, traffic and congestion because it's everywhere. Yes, there's traffic here, and I know that surprises people when they hear suburb. Certain main roads and intersections can get congested, especially during peak commute times. It's not gridlock, but it's not empty either. You learn when to avoid certain areas and when to plan extra time the longer you live here. And once you adjust, it's super manageable, but it's still something to be aware of. Number 3, let's talk HOA rules and fees. So depending on where you buy, HOA rules can be a big factor. Some neighborhoods have strict guidelines, fees, and expectations. For some people, that's a positive. They like structure, they like consistency, but for others, it can feel too restrictive. This is one of those things where personal preference really matters, and it's something you absolutely want to understand before making that offer. Number 4, less historic charm in some of the areas. And so true. I did a couple videos before where Waldo was super charming. This, not as much. If you love older homes with unique architecture and a lot of character, some parts of Overland Park might feel newer or more uniform. You'll see more plain developments, similar looking homes in certain areas. It's not a negative, it's just a style difference. So you're often trading historic charm here for newer construction, modern layouts, and convenience. And whether that's a pro or a con really depends on what you personally value. Number 5, let's talk market, because this is real estate. Because Overland Park is so popular, competition can be strong. Homes in desirable neighborhoods often move quickly, and buyers need to be prepared, realistic, and decisive. And that can be stressful if you're not quite ready. This isn't usually a market where you can casually just wait and see. Having a plan matters more here. So, Overland Park tends to be a great fit for people who value schools, convenience, stability, and long-term livability. It's especially popular with families, professionals, and buyers who want to settle in for a while. If you like structure, organization, and having everything close by, this place makes a lot of sense. On the other hand, though, if you're looking for a super urban, nightlife-heavy, walk-everywhere lifestyle, Overland Park might feel a bit quiet. If you want historic charm at a lower price point, you may need to explore other areas, and I'm happy to help you with that. And that's okay. Not every place is for everyone. So when people ask me, should I move to Overland Park? My answer is always the same. I don't give them this long version. I just say it depends on what you value. There's no such thing as a perfect city, but there's a right fit. If you're trying to decide between Overland Park, Olathe, Prairie Village, or Missouri side neighborhoods, make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell so you can compare all of them. And if you have questions about where you might fit best, drop it in the comments or send me a message. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next neighborhood.